We are very happy to be in Zermatt today, where the weather is okay. We are still hoping for some more sun over the next hour, but we were just, testing a few minutes ago, and the sun was about to come out. Yeah, so a warm welcome and good morning. And we will present you our wonderful chalets, Les Anges, Grace and Maurice from Elysian collection in Zermatt. And I would quickly like to introduce our panelists of today. We have Elite. She's our operations director based in Zermatt. So she's looking after all the chalets with the team there and is there to support with any questions and anything you have. Joanne, who is in charge of the sales and marketing side of Elysian collection. Then we have Upton. Upton, he is our chalet supervisor and looking after Chalet Grace and also going to present Chalet Grace today. And then we have a special guest on board. We are very happy to welcome Angela. Angela is the sales manager international of Zermatt Bergbahnen. So Angela will explain and tell us all about what the situation is like, what measurements have been taken. So she's in the office today because the weather is not so nice outside yet. So we'll hear from Angela what the situation on the slopes is like. Just quickly, some housekeeping points. Those of you who have joined our past webinars know that already. You have a button on the bottom of your screen saying F&A, Fragen und Antworten, question and answers. If you have any questions during the webinar, just type them in here. We'll answer them at the end of the webinar, or if suitable, during the show arounds, during the presentations, I might quickly interrupt Eileen or Upton and we'll answer them right on spot. But otherwise, stay on, please, until the end, and then we'll do the Q&A session at the end. I think that's it from my side. We have planned another hour for this. So we'll have about 50 minutes of presentation and then about 10-15 minutes at the end for your questions. Enjoy the show arounds of the chalets and later on the presentation about the Bergbahnen. Over to you, Elite.
Hi, good morning. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us for this tour of our properties here in beautiful Zermatt. So we will start with our flagship property. Chalet Les Anges has been voted best ski chalet in the world in 2017, 2018 and 2019. I think you'll agree that it is quite spectacular. So we will start in the entranceway and work our way through the house from top to bottom. So first of all, working through here, we have our kitchen on the left, which is not generally a guest area, but is rather beautiful. Guests are obviously welcome to pop in and say hello to the chef as he prepares their meals for them. And we also do quite a lot of interactive cookery, for example, with small children. We find that's very popular with kids and with their parents. So moving on through here, we come through to the dining area, where we can seat up to 14 people for supper. We pride ourselves on a completely bespoke package with regard to the dining experience that guests have. So for us, there are no set menus or anything along those lines. We are completely custom and bespoke. So guests can have anything from 3 courses family style through to 7 courses on tasting menu with wine pairings. And Claudie, who is filming, is our resident sommelier and is very well qualified to advise guests on what will make their food really shine. So looking through here, we have out here on the left our beautiful. Unfortunately, the weather is a little bit cooperative today, but this will give you an idea. One of the things we enjoy doing here is lots of outdoor après-ski, and this year it's going to be particularly helpful to have this terrace. Have whatever things like, and we can what the guests would enjoy for guests, and all obviously with the fantastic. So, coming back inside, we'll move through to the main living area, just down here. So as you will see, it's a lovely big space, and we have used this to great advantage in the past for some fantastic parties. We think of Lounge as the best in the portfolio if guests would like to celebrate a life experience. For example, we've had engagements, we've had weddings, quite a lot of milestone birthdays as well. It's a fantastic flexible space for guests, and we work with a number of excellent musicians in the village. So whether a guest would like a solo a cappella guitarist singing, or a full jazz band, or anything in between, or a DJ, we have fantastic connections here to be able to make their experience and their party really memorable. Moving through here, you'll see this fantastic grand piano, which gets a lot of use. And then this will give you an idea of the space we have. We've hosted parties here for up to 150 people in the past, as well as film shoots for clothing brands and other such companies. So it's a really very flexible space, and also quite useful for corporate bookings. If you have guests who would like to hold a special corporate event somewhere a little bit different, we can do single occupancy across all 3 properties with dining here. And it's a great space for working as well. So now we'll move through into the TV lounge. So this is another room that gets a lot of use. Obviously, we keep a tight schedule on our technological upgrades to make sure that we keep everything exactly to the level the guests would expect. So we have a rolling program of technological upgrades and make sure that we always have state-of-the-art tech ready for the guests. So we have Sonos throughout the public areas in all 3 properties, and all of the main TV rooms have cable TV, Netflix, Apple TV, and various other options as well, including pay-per-view. So we have guests obviously that come from all over the world, and we've been very successful in the past in finding them what they would like to view. So moving through now, we will start to progress down through the rest of the house. Lounge is across 3 levels with 14 bedrooms in total. Sorry, 7 bedrooms in total, sleeping 14 people. So we'll work with... Yes?
Sorry, can I quickly interrupt? When you were outside on the terrace, we couldn't hear you, and also the video got stuck. Maybe you can explain again quickly the outdoor space?
Absolutely.
Just quickly what you said.
Yeah. So outdoor, we've got a lovely outdoor terrace here with a fantastic panoramic view across the village. And it's one of the really key features of Chalet Lounge, that it sits in this beautiful private location with this fantastic view across the village. It's really spectacular. And we make good use of that outdoor space. So particularly this year, when there are obviously limits to après-ski, we will be able to use this space for guests to have their own private après-ski on the terrace. And Claudia, our chalet manager, is a fantastic mixologist and has a little outdoor bar, and so can whip up fantastic cocktails for the guests on the terrace, along with heaters and sheepskins and such like, to make sure they can have a really cozy and fantastic fun experience after skiing, with that fantastic view always in the background. Okay, so now we will move down to the first level of bedrooms. So all but 2 of the bedrooms are on this floor. 2 of them are on the final floor below. So we will start with Archangel, which is our main master bedroom. But this chalet has 2 master bedrooms. One better view and one with a little more space. So this is Archangel, which has the fantastic view of the Matterhorn from the bed, which is a lovely way to wake up in the morning. This is a lovely spacious area, and it has a biofire between the bathroom and the bedroom, so that guests can enjoy lying in the bath with the cosy fire between the 2 rooms. So this is just to your left. And then, as you can see, plenty of storage space and a fantastic little terrace outside for guests to sit and enjoy the view with their morning coffee. And then we move through into the adjoining ensuite bathroom. And across all of the houses, all of the bedrooms are ensuite. So all of the bathrooms in Chalet Elysian are clad in white marble, as you can see, and all have showers and separate WCs and baths in many as well. So moving out of Archangel, one useful little feature of Elysian is the separate entrance through from the ski room. So this is our ski room where guests can come through from the outside directly in. Obviously has heated boot racks throughout, and we ensure that guests have a good supply of everything they could need to go up on the mountains. So they can leave in the morning with water bottles, little snacks for skiing, hand warmers, masks, hand sanitizer, and anything else that they might need for the day. They can just grab a handful and off you go. Now we move through past a little extra guest bathroom on the left-hand side and through to the second master bedroom, which is Eros. Eros has a much larger space than Archangel, while still maintaining a lovely view and lots of storage. This can be quite a good bedroom for guests if they have small children, because there's lots of space for example, a nice baby cot or an additional bed if they have a small child that'd like to be in the room with them. Also has the biofire on the right hand side here, which adds a nice cosy evening vibe if guests would like to retire to their room for a little bit of relaxation after skiing. And then here, the bath is in the bedroom. And then the shower and the toilet. Okay, so now we're going to move through to one of the next bedrooms. This one has a beautiful double aspect view across the mountains and also across to the Matterhorn. This is one of my favourite rooms in the house because you're just surrounded by fantastic scenery. And then 2 terraces as well. Lovely. And then we move through here and you'll see the bathroom here. And then onwards to the final bedroom on this floor. Again, a nice spacious room with a bath. all but one of the bedrooms here have fantastic views, either across to the mountains opposite or directly over to the Matterhorn. There is one smaller bedroom, we call it Putty, and this is a very helpful little room if, for example, your guests are travelling with a PA or a nanny or an additional staff member. It's the only bedroom that doesn't have a terrace or a balcony, but it does have its own ensuite. So it is a very helpful little backup room. And then the bathroom is here for this room. Lovely. So now we'll move down onto the lowest floor of the chalet. Down here we have 2 final bedrooms and also the wellness area, which is very popular with our guests. There's also a little study area here if you have a guest who would like to work. Obviously each bedroom has its own desk, but there's also this separate area here with printer if guests require a little additional space for their work. So bedroom number 6. Again with desk, plenty of storage. These 2 bedrooms being separate on this floor is quite useful, we find, if, for example, you have a family with a young child, because they can have the children asleep down here and their parents next door, and it's a little bit removed from the rest of the property and a little bit quieter. So it can be quite useful in that regard. Now we move through to the final bedroom, which has been referred to as a 3rd master due to its size. It's my favourite of the house. And it has the direct access to the hot tub, always useful. And then obviously you see there is the ensuite bathroom here. This is a fantastically spacious room. Lovely, so that's the bedrooms, and now we'll move through to one of the best features, I would say, of Elysian, which is our fantastic wellness area. So this is clad in white marble throughout. We have a sauna, a steam room, a chromotherapy rainfall shower, and a separate little toilet as well, and then a beautiful beach-clad massage room, which gets a lot of use. So sauna here on the right hand side, and then the steam room, and then down to the end, shower and the bathroom on the right hand side. And this can also be a Japanese water garden, depending on guest preference. And then we have here the massage room. This is a beautifully relaxing space, and we work with a fantastic team of massage therapists and physiotherapists in the village. Generally, our guests do take good use of this, and we have people in here doing massage from 4 o'clock till 7 most evenings when guests are in residence. So we have physiotherapy, osteopathy, and various types of massage available, as well as manicure, pedicure, and facials. So we encourage guests to let us know their requirements before arrival, and we get that scheduled in, but alternatively it can be booked in resort with the chalet manager once the guests arrive. And then this is quite a useful space for yoga classes, Pilates, or other gym-related activities. We have in the past turned this into a gym with equipment, and that's something that we can do. We have a relationship with Technogym in Zurich, so if guests do wish to have a more healthy holiday, we can certainly set this area up as a gym for them. We also have a great network of personal trainers, yoga teachers, Pilates instructors, and similar. So anything the guest would like with regards to their health and wellness, we can certainly arrange that. We also, of an afternoon, the space is prepped and ready for guests when they come back from skiing, either with beautiful smoothies and juices or gin and tonic, if they're more that way inclined. So it's a really fantastic space that gets a lot of use. And then you'll see out here, we have our terrace with our hot tub. Again, very popular point of the chalet. The hot tub has amazing views when the Matterhorn is playing ball. So guests enjoy spending time out here with a glass of champagne and a fantastic view. Of the service we offer pre-arrival planning of the guest holiday. So we will work with guests to organise all aspects of the stay, working with them from the point of sale through to the point of arrival, at which point they are handed over to our fantastically experienced chalet managers who roll out their itinerary. But we work on bespoke service. So for us, no request is too much, and we will always do whatever we can to make guests' dreams come true, whatever they may be. So that was Chalet Les Anges. We will now hand over to Nikki and Upton in Chalet Grace, and they will give you a brief tour of that property. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Upton, and I'm the chalet manager here at Chalet Grace. I'm just to give you a quick tour to show you around the general layout of the chalet. Through the main entrance leads you straight into the boot room. Plenty of room in here for a large family. And of course there's heated boot racks and then every provision for guests. So there's water, there is hand sanitizers for the guests to take out, as well as ski snacks and masks. Down on the ground floor, we lead straight into the wellness area. And as Amy mentioned earlier, the wellness area can be configured however guests prefer. So as well as a cross trainer that we have currently, if guests want additional equipment, we can always bring that in for them. Yoga and Pilates are very, very popular in the chalet. We find, especially in the summer, windows that we have here can all be open, so as well as using the inside of the chalet, guests can also use the outside terrace for their yoga classes. Out on the terrace on this level, there's also the hot tub with amazing Matterhorn views once the Matterhorn is actually out. And then just off the wellness area, we have the massage room. And Ailey's explained to you all the different treatments that are available to guests. And then the other feature of this wellness area is the sauna. And then once you're in the sauna, if you like watching a movie when you're in the sauna or listening to some music, there's also TVs down here for the guests. The entrance to the sauna is just through a little room here that also features a WC and a shower. Moving up to the first floor, this is where all the bedrooms are situated. And each of the bedrooms within the chalet can be configured as a double or a twin. This is the master bedroom here. All the bedrooms within this chalet feature both a
television as well as docking stations. This bedroom has a walk-in wardrobe. And again, fantastic views of the Matterhorn through the main window here. 3 out of the 5 rooms feature balconies that all face the Matterhorn. And then if we walk through to the ensuite, again, when the designer created this chalet, they created it with the idea of having as many views as you can of the Matterhorn. So the bath that is in this master bedroom, you can lie down with a bottle of champagne, a glass of champagne, and see the Matterhorn clearly out. On this level, there's another 3 bedrooms. We're not going to look at all of them down here, but they're all basically the same style. Chalet Grace is often known as a home from home for our guests. All the bedrooms are carpeted. And then we'll just nip in and have a quick look at this room here. And this is known as a family room. So as well as the double or twin bed, we've also got 2 sofas in here that can be converted into beds too. Moving up, the main lounge. When this chalet was built, these were some of the largest panes of glass in Zermatt, and it is an iconic view. And normally you get a perfect view of the Matterhorn through those windows there. And then if we work our way around, just off the lounge, we have the outdoor terrace. And as Ailey will have explained, out on the terrace here, we're able to have après as well as barbecues, and then of course live music. And more now this current year is where après will be very important to us, as well as maybe lunchtime for the guests. The lounge also has a fixed bar in here. So for cocktail evenings, perfect, or pre-dinner, it's a great little feature to have. All of the rooms in the public areas all have sonar systems in, so people are able to connect easily with all their devices. Moving through here is the games room. Ideal area for families as well as kids, as well as the pool table. We also have a games table here that can be converted into roulette wheel, as well as blackjack, poker, etc. And again, as part of the things that we can do for people is we can get croupiers in to assist with playing certain games. Just off the games room, we have the cinema. And then also in this area, there's also a WC. And as you saw earlier, a balcony that has great Matterhorn views. Off this level is the dining area. Currently set up for 12 guests, but as you can see, there's more room to take a few more guests if required. When the chalet was originally built, this window here was a late addition because when the owners sat down and they looked up and realised that they could also get a Matterhorn view at breakfast. Again, amazing views out in the morning and the cityscape of Zermatt. And then the final feature here in Chalet Grace is the idea of the open kitchen. So as well as being able to, for guests to be able to watch their food being cooked, it's also an opportunity for foodies or children that want to get involved in their meal on an evening to see it being prepared, or even help the chef. So we get a lot of guests that may take recipes home or ask the chef to indulge and show them how certain meals are created. And by having this open kitchen, it gives them that opportunity. I think that's all from Chalet Grace. I think I will be handing you back over to Ailey in Chalet Maurice. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Claudia. I'm the Chalet Lounge manager, which Eddie was showing you earlier, and I'm going to quickly give you a tour of Chalet Maurice. So we are here just on the main entrance, and on the left-hand side we have the kitchen. It's a really nice, good size, spacious kitchen, where all the miracle happens when it comes to the guests, because you know that's one of our most amazing parts, like the food and the services we offer to the guests. And then as we walk out from the hall, then we come straight to the dining room. So in here we can fit up to 14 guests. The straight approach, pretty much same as the Chalet Lounge. It's a slightly different style, but it's the same concept, and we have a really nice, large living area, which of course we get the beautiful views of the Matterhorn. Then move inside the dining area. As you can see, Nick already started preparing for Christmas guests. So here is like a really, really nice space. We have like a bar on the side where the guests can just come help themselves, or the staff can like prepare cocktails for them before canapes or during canapes. Also, there's like a fridge in here where the guests can just help themselves if they want to make drinks. And also now on the corner we have a small TV room. Which also, same as the other chalets, is fully equipped with all the latest edition of TV or speakers. We have also an Xbox in the chalet. So Chalet Maurice is about 500 meters square living area. So, and it's laid out on 4 floors. So now we're going to go up to the master room on the 4th floor. So this is the master room in Maurice. So this is one of my favorite master rooms across all 3 days, because it's on the top floor and it's very private, especially like when you get to have like the main leader, you know, that would like a bit of quiet time, and this is the perfect chalet. And the master room is really nice. It has like a fireplace. Also, it's fully equipped with TV and speakers. And you get some really nice large windows, and also like spectacular views of the Matterhorn. Also, we have a skylight up on the roof. And here we walk into the bathroom. Ensuite, it's really nice. So we have a bath, we have a shower on the corner, left-hand side, and then we have a toilet on the right-hand side. Now we're gonna walk down the stairs and we're gonna show you the wellness area and jacuzzi. Also, there is an elevator just on the entrance on the right-hand side. So Chalet Maurice has 6 bedrooms. So we have the main master room on the top floor, and then on the second floor we have 4 more bedrooms, which also they have beautiful views of the Matterhorn. And then as we walk down to the bottom floor, we have Mika White, which is the other room downstairs, which also that one is a really good. And also on the corner there we have a ski room. And then as we come across here on the right hand side, we'll enter the wellness area. As we come in, we have a toilet on the side, we have a sauna, a shower, and also a massage room in the corner. Each of the chalets have like a really special thing about them, and the chalet, jacuzzi is one of those special things the chalet has, because you get really nice views for them. And as we're gonna get more snow, Niki will build like some nice amazing like ice baths in the corner, and like we generally like we do like blue wine for the guests, you know, which is a really nice feature that we generally do in the winter because we have a lot of space. And one thing that our guests love is like upraise, but in the chalet. And imagine like having upraise in your own chalet, on your own jacuzzi with your friends, and having all of us to ensure that everyone has a beautiful time. Well, thank you all for your time. Now we're going to pass over to Angela.
Hey, thank you so much. For the beginning, I would like to share my screen with you, and I hope it's working. So Okay, so I think you can now all see my presentation. And hello and a warm welcome from the Matterhorn Zermatt Bergbahnen. As you can see today, I'm not in the office. I'm speaking to you from the middle of the highest skiing area in the Alps. But before I tell you a bit more about the place where I am today, I would like to give you some general information about the skiing area first. But before I start with that, as you can see, I'm wearing a face mask today. In all stations and waiting lines, also on the cable cars and the ski lifts, it is mandatory to wear masks right now. So the safety of our guests and of course of our employees has top priority, and that's why we are we have this security or safety measures in force. Also, we fulfill the requirements of the Office of Public Health and the Canton of Valais. So for that, we've introduced this winter a crowd management to make sure that in the entrance to the cable cars that it is possible and to keep the social distance. And the capacity of the cable cars that are closed, so such as gondolas, is reduced. Besides this, we also have sanitizer and hand wash facilities in all stations available. So that's been the measures so far. As you know, the measures can change very quickly. To always be up to date, we've introduced a new landing page on our website where you can find the latest measures that are in force. But now I would like to switch over to a nicer part and show you my presentation. So as you know so far, my name is Angela and I'm one of the international sales managers at the Matterhorn Zermatt Bergbahnen. And it is a huge pleasure for me to be part of this webinar and to present you the mountain world of my unique hometown today. So on this slide, I've prepared our panoramic map for you. As you can see, just a minute. I'm sorry. Entschuldigung, das ist geschlossen. Hier ist geschlossen, wir sind gerade im WC. Hier ist geschlossen. Sie müssten gleich drüben im WC, wenn Sie die Flasche nachfüllen möchten. Okay. So please excuse, so 1 hour, it was perfectly fine for me to record from this part without any interruption. But as you can see, we are live. So on the screen right now, you can see the panoramic map of our skiing area. And on the left side, you can see from the Matterhorn, you can see the skiing area of Zermatt. And on the right side of the Matterhorn, you can see the skiing area of Italy, Cervinia. The combined total of the skiing area is 360 kilometers of slopes. With the ski pass Zermatt, you can access the skiing area of Zermatt on the left side, which offers 200 kilometers of slopes. And with the ski pass International, you can access the whole skiing area, which offers you 360 kilometers of slopes. And as you can see on the panoramic map, if you change from one skiing area to the other, you don't have to return back to the village. So it's all connected with mountain lifts up in the mountains. So that's very nice to know. As I just mentioned, we offer basically 2 types of ski passes. With the ski pass International, you can use 360 kilometers of slopes. And then the skiing area of Zermatt, Matterhorn and Cervinia has a combined total of 53 lifts and 145 slopes. Then you probably wonder why Zermatt has no special winter opening event. The reason why this is that ski here all year round. So it's possible to ski even during summer up on the Theodule Glacier on 21 kilometers of slopes. And very close to that area, you can find the Europe's highest mountain cable car station at 3,883 meters above sea level, which is called the Matterhorn Glacier Paradise. And during winter season, from that peak, the longest ski run in the world starts. So it's 25 kilometers down to the village without any interruption. Then, so Zermatt offers a wide selection of activities for all kind of sport enthusiasts. So besides the marked slopes, it's also paradise for free riders, offering more than 37 kilometers of free ride runs. And then the snow park in summer season is situated up on the Theodule Glacier, which I told you before. And during winter, it's just a bit further down. And there is a very creative setup you can use. So from the beginner line to the pro line, you will find kickers, rails, and some exciting obstacles in all shapes and sizes. And then very close to that, in the middle of the skiing area, you will find our Stöckli Ski Test Center, where you can test the latest ski models from Stöckli all winter long. So with the expert device of Stöckli, and I'm sure you will definitely find the right ski for your ski skills. And then what's nice for you to know is that kids and beginners can make their first skiing experience in one of the beginner areas in the Matterhorn Ski Paradise. The most popular one is located on Soneka at the Lake Leise, and all kids until 9, they ski for free. And all kids from 9 to 16, they get a 50% discount and ski for free all Saturdays in the skiing area of Zermatt. Besides this, we have some exciting offers for our guests this winter. So for example, the first track, there you can take a few turns on freshly prepared slopes, even before the skiing area is officially opened. And then afterwards you will enjoy a hearty breakfast up in the restaurant on the Matterhorn Glacier Paradise on the top. Then with the local ski school and mountain guide office of Zermatt, which is called Zermatt, we offer some guided snowshoe tours in the Matterhorn, on the Matterhorn Glacier Trail. And twice a week, some restaurants in the hamlet of Furi, they open their doors and we offer some extra rides. And in that restaurants, you can enjoy a typical Swiss mountain dinner and afterwards return to the village by sledge. And what's new this night is the mountain dinner night, which takes place 4 times this winter on top in the Matterhorn Glacier Paradise. And the offer includes the gondola ride up to the top and an appetizer, a 3-course menu, and of course you've got that fantastic panoramic view from the restaurant. But even beside the slopes, there is a lot to experience in Zermatt. So with some of our offers, even the journey itself becomes a great and unforgettable experience. So for example, with the VIP gondola, besides the privacy, thanks to tinted windows, there's also a bottle of Merchant de Champagne, which is served. And then also the journey up to the top to the Matterhorn Glacier Paradise can be enjoyed in a very special way. As you can see, 4 of the 25 gondolas of the Matterhorn Glacier ride are crystal ride gondolas. And the name is no surprise, as there are countless Swarovski crystals inside of the gondola, which bring the inside interior to shine. But the highlight of the gondola is a different one. So after a 3 minutes ride and at the height of 170 meters above the ground, suddenly the glass floor clears up and gives an incredible view on the glacier below. So that's really a fantastic experience. And if you're on top of the Matterhorn Glacier Paradise, there are a few more highlights waiting you. So for example, the highest snow and ice palace of the world, where you can enjoy some handmade ice sculptures on many different topics. And there is a summit lift, which leads you straight up to the viewing platform. From up there, you can admire 38 4,000 meter peaks of the Swiss, the French, and the Italian Alps, and of course on 14 glaciers. What's new this winter? So I'm not sure if you know that probably. In winter 1819, there was a huge avalanche that destroyed the old chairlift Krumme. And I'm very pleased to inform you that the new Krumme lift, that's a 10-seater gondola lift, will be open this Saturday. So that's very special and will make, in my opinion, the most beautiful slope in this skiing area even better accessible, and even the view, as you can see on the pictures, that will be just amazing. And again, this project, this new cable car, is also a sign for Zermatt's innovation power, as this gondola will be the first one in Switzerland that will be operated without human resources on site. So that's very special, and I think that's nice for you to know. Actually, this has already been the end of my presentation, but before I stop, I would now like to show you around. So today, I am in the middle of the skiing area in the northern part, in the Alpine Lounge. This lounge has been opened just last winter. So usually you could see the great view from here, where basically the Matterhorn is, what you can't see unfortunately today, but that doesn't matter because I think you already know the Matterhorn. And this is how the Alpine Lounge looks from the inside. As you can see, the lounge invites to have a rest after a very intensive ski day. And besides this, you can read some exciting facts and figures about environment and sustainability. So for example, here you can see something about the unique fauna and flora in Zermatt, or down there you find some facts and figures about snowmaking, about snow farming, about the mountains in the area, and so on. So I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, probably you have to come to Zermatt and to see the Matterhorn in live, as you could have seen it today. But it's been a huge pleasure, and it would be great to welcome you soon here in Zermatt. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Angela. That was fantastic. Yeah, I think we all got a very good, impression what the skiing experience is going to be like or is like at the moment. Maybe also a few words on the village of Zermatt, because on Saturday or on Sunday, right, on the 13th, all the restaurants opened again in Zermatt. Angela, can you maybe comment a little bit?
I'm sorry,
more on
yes.
that?
So just yesterday, all restaurants were open up again. So as some of you may know, in Switzerland, there are some restrictions that restaurants have to close at 7 p.m. But in this part of Switzerland, in the canton of Valais, the numbers of new cases are very low, and that's the reason why we can have our restaurants open until 10 p.m. I'm sorry, until 10 p.m. So it's also possible to get dinner in the restaurants in town, and also the Sundays, all restaurants are open, the skiing area is open, so actually you won't have that many restrictions in your visit in Zermatt.
Great. And also the shops and everything is open in the village, right?
Exactly.
Okay, fantastic. Great. Yeah, so we got a couple of questions here. There was a question with regards to the chalets. What extras are included, or what's included in the rate, and what to pay extra? Joanne, do you want to maybe answer that question? Joanne?
Sorry, just unmuting. What's included in the rate is you have full use of the chalet and all its facilities. Then you have your staff, which includes your chef, your chalet manager, your host, and your housekeeping. So it can be up to 4 or 5 members of staff, depending on how demanding some guests are. We can get in more staff. Then all the breakfast, afternoon tea, and dinners are included. All the food is included for that, with your champagne, your spirits, drinks, house wines. We do have an a la carte wine list as well, that if guests have any particular wine they would like, we can organise that for them to have on their arrival. Extras then, I suppose, like caviar is available, or any, fine dining foods, guests can pay extra for if they want.
Great. So maybe can you explain a little bit more, or say something about our guests? Our chefs, how they are trained, what their history is
Ailey
like.
has
Ailey
up to date. Are you there, Ailey?
I am. Yep, I'd be more than happy to talk about our chefs. So for us, our food offering is one of the most important aspects of what we offer to guests. And as a result, we take great care to ensure the chefs that we employ are of a fabulous standard. We look for staff members who have previously worked in Michelin star restaurants and are able to provide cuisine of a Michelin star level. As I said when we were back in Losange, we pride ourselves on our completely bespoke food offering. So our guests are able to liaise with us in the lead up to their trip to allow us to understand the type of cuisine they enjoy. I will work with the PA or with the guest directly throughout the approach to the stay, and they will provide me with the details of their dietary requirements, if they have any particular diets they follow and similar. And then we will propose a sample first night menu for the guests based on the requirements that they have. Often our guests are very happy to allow our chefs to freestyle on the first night, so that we can show them a little flavour of the chef's particular style. But if the guests would prefer a little bit more control, we're more than happy to have a dialogue with them in the approach to their stay, sending over sample menus, allowing them to provide feedback, which is then fed back to the chef, and then the menu evolves based on the guest requirements. Again, if the guests would like to speak with chef prior to arrival, that's also something we're more than happy to accommodate, so that they can really be sure that they will be having exactly what they want when they arrive. And we can do everything from simple sat in front of the TV if they have a particular football match they want to watch, that happens quite a lot, all the way through to fine dining, tasting menus. So our chefs take great pleasure in showing off their repertoire.
Great, fantastic. Thank you very much. I think in particular in these times, you know, where everybody's looking for privacy and for space, I think it's always worth to compare, you know, like what a hotel offers and what services are included. I mean, we offer kind of a fully inclusive experience. So you have all the meals included, except for lunches, because our guests tend to have lunch on the slopes. But once they are back in the afternoon tea is waiting, a delicious dinner is waiting. So everything is actually included. And I think it's a, you know, in comparison, it's actually a very good value for money. There was a question about rates. So the rates on our website, they are for full week stay, 7 nights. So on 6 nights, we offer our dinners in-house. One of the nights, the chefs have a night off. So we are more than happy to organize dinners in the village, or as Angela also presented, there are some very attractive options up on the mountain for the guests. Yeah. I mean, we still have, if you have any last minute requests, and I think everything is kind of last minute at the moment, we still have Chalet Grace available. We had a short notice cancellation. So it's available from the 20th to the 27th of December. So if you have any clients who would love to spend Christmas in the mountains, in winter wonderland, go skiing. So please let us know. It's as I said, from the 20th to 27th of December, it's still available. And of course, also some dates for the rest of the winter season, and also of course summer. We have available dates. All the availability is shown on the website under availability and pricing. You can see what dates are available and also for what rate they are available. There was also a question regarding like contracting and who is in charge of contracting and corporations. So that's Joanne. So she's our head of sales and marketing, but you can always contact myself. I'm more than happy to get you in touch with Joanne as well. Yeah, I think, guys, you have done an excellent job. There are not many questions out here. So yeah, I mean, there's maybe one more is coming now. 1 second. Thanks a lot. That was not a question. You're welcome, Philip. Yeah, maybe also another idea, you know, some clients might look for perfect space for a home office in a nice surrounding. So that's also, of course, possible. You have seen in the various chalets, we have desks in all the bedrooms. We can convert one of the rooms in a more proper office. So we can actually, you know, kind of do almost everything your clients want. So we are very flexible in terms of what facilities we can offer and what kind of use the guests want to have. It also for corporate meetings. You know, it's a fantastic place with lots of privacy, mask free these days. I think that's also quite an important aspect. Yeah, if there are no more questions, and I think everybody is well briefed and very happy with what you guys presented. So thanks so much for joining today. We hope you got a good impression on our 3 chalets and on what the situation in Zermatt is like. So we hope it stays like this, but we'll certainly keep you updated on all news on our side. And yeah, happy selling and enjoy your day. Thanks so much. Bye.